Well, this is an interesting spread, isn't it? We had 8 crosses submitted this week, so thank you for those that submitted. That's including mine, of course. Um, Quite an interesting spread here. Let's have a look. Let's draw some lines and see where we're going here. Those two are going almost through each other. Let's go over there. Now, when I look at where left to right, the way the guy in the back is looking, any one of them crosses is feasible to me. Yeah, all of them crosses make sense to me. If I draw lines from this chappy through the range of crosses, the width, I mean, possibly any one of them could be feasible as well. So I don't think there's any crosses there that we could rule out as being ridiculous. They're all a possibility. But will the judges go there? Yeah, I think it'll be a similar spread to where the judges are going to go. Obviously, we all see it as a different height here. Now let me make mine flash. The one I did last Tuesday is there, so very much central and isn't going to be far off the average because the average is going to be above and to the right of mine there when I do it. Um, I'm tempted to stay where I am. For want of going anywhere better. I mean, I could move it slightly to the right and up a bit, but is there any point to me doing that? I'm not sure it is, because if I do that, I'll just be following sort of where the average has gone. So most people have gone further to the right than I have, and higher. The fact that there's two below me, I think it's quite possible the judges could do that as well. So rather than move it about, I mean, you know me, I only play one cross anyway because I do it for the fun of it and the hope that I might win something, rather than an investment where I'm spending 50 quid every week. So then when I do get in zone 3 or zone 4 or whatever, it's not a huge loss. I'm not upset about it. I know a lot of people take it very, very seriously, but yeah, I have done in the past. And before I started doing these a couple of years ago, I was regularly just a few pixels out in zone 1. I was much better at it then until I started making videos. Now I'm just shit at it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stay in that area. But let's have a look at the average, which is 24111346. So I'm going to take these lines out and put a big white cross through the average so we can see where it is. Yeah, see now if I make mine flash again, I was tempted to go to the right a bit and up a bit, and I think the average there is pretty healthy, it's pretty good. However, our average lately has been sort of zone 2, zone 3, so I am very tempted to just leave it where it is. Because I think if you look at these eyes, he's looking further right, and I think he's looking further right than where mine is, and his other eye is looking the other side of mine. So, like I said, for want of putting it in a better place, which I'm not sure about, I'm just going to leave it where it is and be done with it. And like I said, it's 24111346. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. But yeah, nice big spread from you guys. Right, that was short and sweet. Let's have a look at Revcomps. Right, I dropped a bit of a clanger this week because I bought a ticket on this power station here. I thought, oh, 2,400 watts. That'd be great in my van. I can run air fryer, microwave, my laptop, all sorts of things off that. So I bought a ticket. And then when I come back and looked at it, and I thought, hang on a minute, I've only got a small van, camper van. The fact that this thing needs wheels and an extendable handle to move it about, that's way too big to put in my van. It's going to take up too much space. I can't exactly pop that on a shelf and plug a microwave into it or my laptop. It's enormous. The only use I'd have for that is if I was going somewhere for the weekend and I was putting my tent up next to it with a table and chairs and cooking stuff in there. Then I could plug in I could move everything into the tent, plug the fridge in, take my air fryer and my microwave. But then the trouble with that is that's not camping then, is it? If you've got all the luxuries with you, it's not really camping. Getting back to nature. hugging a tree. So I've dropped a bit of a clanger there. In fact, I could probably run my flat off that in a power cut. I could carry on cooking, watching TV and everything. So it'll come in useful if I win it. I mean, it's only 399 tickets. I have bought tickets on a smaller one. There's another one on the site here somewhere. So I bought tickets for that. That's a much smaller one, which would make more sense in my van. Right, cars then. So here's the draw for Monday. I've got some tickets on this Lambo. Not that I'd keep the Lambo, but £100,000 cash alternative would come in very, very handy. Other than that, didn't really fancy anything else. Prices, the combination of the right price and the right amount of tickets being sold didn't do it for me. So I've only gone for the Lambo there, and then they added some more then for next Monday. Now that's a different story because I didn't go for this motorhome, even though it's nice. I said I got nowhere to put it. Didn't go for this van because it's not a camper, it's just a van. This tempted me in. This Audi RS3 in Kyalami Green. I wouldn't normally play at 50,000 tickets, but because it was 197 a ticket, I thought, oh, go on, let's get a couple on there. And not only that, I thought, yeah, I'd keep that for a bit because it comes with 10 grand cash. And I thought, well, that'd be all right. I could afford to insure that and tax it and everything. Tax is £620 a year, bit steep, but if you got 10 grand with it, then you could do it. And then I looked up the prices of what they were selling at. So I went on Auto Trader and I put in 2024 Audi RS3 Vorsprung. There wasn't any 2024s for sale, but there was a few 2023s and 2025s. And all the 2023 models were all sort of between 51 and 55 grand for sale. And I thought, good grief, didn't realize it was worth that much. So would I want £50,000 worth of cars sitting outside the house that I'm using perhaps twice a week to go to work? No, I probably wouldn't. I'd have a bit of fun for a while. I think I'd have to sell it then. Because the 2025 models were all about 65 grand. Second hand. I got one on this because of the this Range Rover, because of the £70,000 cash alternative. This I like. This Volkswagen T-Roc, a truck. Yeah, it was a £5 a ticket, 8,000 tickets. I thought, yeah, that's quite nice. That's a 1.5 DSG automatic. Be a nice run about that. So I did get some tickets on that. Auto draws. You know I'm a sucker for these. However, I haven't got one yet on this, but I have got £8 note of credit to use, so I'm not sure yet what to do. I may grab one later for that, just to be in it, just one perhaps. I've only got one on this Volvo because it's a case of, yeah, not desperate to win it, but you know, I'll have one because it would be a nice to win. It was the same with this one. I think I only had one on this Jeep Wrangler because it's 30,000 cash alternative, and that's a nice to win. This is the one I'm interested in. This Volkswagen Polo. It's a 1 litre manual. Polos are nice cars. We know this. It's got all the digital dash and everything, and the aircon and the sat nav and all that. 12,000 tickets, £3 a ticket. So I've already got 3 on there. But I might buy another 3 with that credit that I've got to use up. I'll have to add about £1 to it. No, less than £1. But I looked that up this morning, insurance-wise. Now I'm using the... I put it in with my... on the assumption that I had no claims bonus. And it come back as something like £330 a year, which I was happy with that. That was cheap enough. But then I thought, well, you can't use your no claims bonus on 2 vehicles. You've got to build it up separately on a second vehicle. Although... some companies will match what you've got on another vehicle. So I put it in to whatever site it was, I can't remember. One of the comparison sites. moneysupermarket.com. So I put it in there with no claims bonus. And it's still come back less than £100 dearer. So it was still something like £420 for the year with no claims bonus. I thought, oh, well, that's all right. So even if they don't match it, it's still relatively cheap to run. £195 a year road tax. So I thought, yeah, I might get another 3 tickets on that. That'll give me 6 tickets on that. other than that, that's it, I think. Yeah, so that's it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys, and good luck for Tuesday. We're well overdue another win now. We've had a few of our viewers have won in the past, but we haven't had one for a while, so we're well overdue. So good luck for Tuesday, everyone.